right, everybody, we are taking you out live now to the 30 Under 30 2018 Forbes event where Arizona Senator Jeff Flake is there. Let's listen in.
I felt that that my friend Chris Coons on the other side of the aisle had just made an impassioned plea to have a short, limited time duration FBI investigation. And I thought there's no reason we shouldn't accept that. We don't do bipartisan things in the Senate very often anymore, but I felt it was important to do this. And so I pulled Chris out of the hearing, we talked about it, we brought some others in, and we were able to make that arrangement. And right now, the FBI is investigating, and that's a good thing. We ought to have more information, not less.
Can we shoot through one more photo? That's a tough day. And one more photo after that. This, of course, being one of the most viral things, yes. How much, incredible moment. How much did those two women affect you?
Well, it was that experience as well as a lot of others. I've got calls and emails and texts from women who I never thought I'd hear from in this regard, saying, here's what happened to me when I was young. Here's what happened to me 30 years ago. It's an experience that I've had. I know Chris Coons has shared that he's had that experience, and I can tell you a lot of my colleagues on both sides of the aisle have had the same experience. What Dr. Ford said really emboldened a lot of women to come forward, and that experience I'm not sure that any of my colleagues had one quite like that, but all of us have had experiences like this in the last week.
So you obviously found, we saw your comments after you found Dr. Ford credible. So how could you at least tentatively vote to confirm Judge Kavanaugh, knowing that you found Dr. Ford credible?
Well, those who heard Dr. Ford, everybody, I think on my side of the aisle and the other side of the aisle, said she offered compelling, credible testimony. And then Brett Kavanaugh came on and made an impassioned, very raw defense and rebuttal to what was going on. And so, and that was seen as very effective as well. And I've said before, some people were turned off by the rawness of it, the anger. But I said at the time, had I been what I felt was unjustly accused, that's probably how I would have responded as well. So I don't know how, and I'd said the day before on the floor of the Senate, we may not have any more certainty after the hearing. And that's how I felt. There was a lot of doubt still. That's why it was important to have the FBI do more investigating and have more information, not less.
Okay. So let's talk about the FBI investigation. And the New York Times has reported that there might be limits in terms of how many people are interviewed. The New Yorker just published a story last night, co-written by Ronan Farrow, who's a 30 under 30 honoree, about how some people who want to speak to the FBI can't figure out how to do it. Does that concern you?
Yeah, we certainly want the FBI to do a real investigation, and we are working to make sure that happens. I've had discussions, many yesterday, with my colleagues, with the White House counsel's office. My staff is following up as well. I had one of those conversations just 5 minutes ago to make sure that that any current credible allegation that has been made is fully investigated.
And will you continue to say you'll vote no if the FBI investigation is not to your liking?
Well, we will certainly in the next couple of days be having dialogue with the White House counsel's office, making sure that it is up to standard. It does no good to have an investigation that just gives us more cover, for example. We actually need to find out what we can find out. And we have to realize that we may not be able to find out everything that happened. This is something that was a while ago. Some witnesses or potential witnesses may not want to cooperate, but for those that can and those who we can compel to cooperate, we've got to do a fulsome investigation.
Did obviously Judge Kavanaugh was very, quite angry during his testimony, or impassioned, depending on which side of the aisle you're on. Did you find it too partisan? Did his partisanship worry you? Mentioned the Clintons, and there's some Democrats who are saying, could we even get a fair shake if he was a Supreme Court justice? As somebody who forges compromise, did that bother you?
I didn't like some of the more partisan references and the tone, particularly the interaction with some of my colleagues, with Amy Klobuchar, that he came back and apologized after a break. I don't like to see that. You feel that maybe you give him a little more leeway. I think I did, because of what he was being accused of. And as I said, if I felt that I was unjustly accused, I can't imagine that I would act differently than that. So, yeah, I'm not. I don't want to politicize the court. The Supreme Court is one of the last bastions of trust of an institution with which Americans have trust, and the Senate as an institution is having issues as well. And that's why Chris Coons and I felt that it was important to hit the brakes here and to make sure that we can give, one, our colleagues more confidence that we've done all the investigating. Two, the country needed to see this as well, that we had taken this very seriously.
The move with Senator Coons, the compromise, which again led to the FBI investigation, why haven't you used that more? I mean, with the Senate is so split, and before the passing of John McCain, there literally was a one-vote swing. Why haven't you used that leverage more? You know,
it's tough. There's just no incentive right now politically to reach across the aisle. When you do, it ends up in your opponent's campaign ads. And it's a shame. It really is, because the institution of the Senate, which really the rules are set to foster compromise, the filibuster rule, requiring 60 votes, that means you've got to reach across the aisle, because it's very rare. It's only been once in a long, long time that one party has had 60 votes. So you have to reach across the aisle. And we just haven't done it. I felt so strongly a few years ago about it that we needed to prove that Republicans and Democrats can get along, that I'm literally marooned myself on a deserted island in the middle of the Pacific with Martin Heinrich, a Democrat senator from New Mexico. And we, with no food, no water, to survive for a week. We managed to do so. We got back here, went around to talk about bipartisanship and how it's needed, why it's needed. This was in 2014. And Stephen Colbert ran a clip on his show of us trying to spear fish and starve. And he said, Jeff Flake and Martin Heinrich proved once and for all Republicans and Democrats can get along if death is the only option. So for what it's worth, we've empirically shown that that compromise and working together can work. There's just far too little of it in the Senate.
Now, you did not, very publicly, you did not support President Trump. You did not vote for him. What does it feel like right now to be somebody, the Republicans aren't happy with you, a lot of Democrats aren't happy with you. I mean, what does that feel like to be kind of the man without a country?
That's what it feels like. It does. I could never warm to the president. Long before he ran, he talked about President Obama not being a citizen. I thought that itself is disqualifying. You cannot do that. And then talked about John McCain in a derogatory way, and then talked about Mexicans in a derogatory way. And I just think that we've got to do better than that. We can't refer to our opponents, political opponents on the other side of the aisle, as losers and clowns. We have too big of issues to solve in this country than to just be partisan all the time.
That's right. Well, I don't think anybody would disagree with you. So the question is, we're looking at an audience, people who are under 30.
Yes.
They have seen nothing but government dysfunction in most branches of government. Looking at them, what can you tell them about why they should have any faith right now in U.S. government?
Well, I think that young people have to engage. When you look at some of the big things, issues we've got to solve, Social Security, health care, This is a thing that young people need to be concerned with, because Social Security may be around for me, but it certainly won't be around for you if we don't solve it. So it behooves all of you to be involved all that you can. As a Republican, I look out and say, we've got to broaden our appeal. In 2012, after Mitt Romney lost the presidential election, we did what we called an autopsy of our party and its policy, and determined that we had to appeal to a broader electorate and not just drill down on the base. And unfortunately, what we've been doing,
got thrown in the garbage.
Yeah, we've been driving down and drilling down on the base, and that only takes you so far.
There are a lot of never-Trump Republicans who actually are actively rooting for the Democrats to take control of Congress. They're trying to break the fever of the GOP. What's your take on that?
Well, I think that that is the case. There is a big concern among a lot of Republicans, traditional Republicans, who believe in limited government, economic freedom, free trade, strong America, American leadership, and they see the policies that come out of the White House and say, you know, where's our party? This isn't us. And they're looking, yearning for a more decent politics, for people to get along and to compromise where needed. Stand for your principles, yes, but understand that compromise is not a dirty word.
So what's the future for the Republican Party? What's the path forward?
I think the path forward is to return to that model. We saw a lot of it, and we were reminded of it in the past couple of weeks with John McCain's funeral. And to hear about how he and John Kerry, they just talked about it, worked on Vietnam. In my time, I've worked with Democrats to engage with Cuba, thinking that, hey, if we want to bring them closer to democracy, we ought to engage with them and show American values there instead of shun them. So on a number of issues, but on the really big issues we need to solve, they cannot be solved just with one party. Not even a party with 60 votes. You've got to have both parties.
Again, I'm reading your book, and Consciously Conservative, it's quite a departure from where the Republican Party is now. You called, you have these terms for President Trump: reckless, outrageous, undignified, things like that. Looking back, would it have been better if Hillary Clinton had won? I'm asking a Republican this.
I don't know how we can assess the past that way. All I can say is, moving forward, we've got to have a better politics for Republicans. Back in the time, I took the title of this book, I took the title of the book from Barry Goldwater. Barry Goldwater, in the early 1960s, when he was going to run, there was a group of Republicans, John Birchers, who were conspiracy theorists. They, were really outside of the mainstream. And there was a concerted effort to push them aside because we couldn't have, as they put it, this emblem of irresponsibility in the Republican Party. But yet, I think now that emblem of irresponsibility is governing, and we're going to have to move away from it if we're going to be a majority party in the future.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the same question I asked John Kerry. You're going to need a job in about 2 or 3 months. Any interest in running for president, either as a Republican or an independent?
I've said that I do hope that somebody else runs in the Republican primary. The Republican Party is the president's party right now, but it won't always be, and it can't be if we're going to be a major political force in the future. I don't see that happening in my case. I will give a speech in New Hampshire tonight, but just, if nothing else, in memoriam of what a Republican Party should be, and when we stick to principle, and when we realize that we've got to be a decent party, and not, anger and resentment are not a governing philosophy. So.
We have been listening in on Arizona Senator Jeff Flake at Forbes' 30 Under 30 event in Boston, Massachusetts. More news now is just moments away.
We appreciate your time. We appreciate you being here. And again, if we have a few more Jeff Flakes and a few more John Kerrys, we might get some things done. So,
well, thank you, and I would encourage you, get involved, stay involved, run for office, support good candidates, and that's certainly what we need. So I applaud all of you for being here.
Hold on, we have. It turns out that people are listening because news just came across the wire that the White House has instructed the FBI to interview anyone they want. So you did have an impact, sir. And that is because of this man here, Senator Jeff Flake. So thank you for what you do for America and for compromise.
Thank you all.
Thank you.